Hi, everybody. So one day I was thinking of starting a podcast, and now here we are. My name is Michael Thomas,
Glenn.
I'm Kevin Caffrey.
and this podcast is going to be mainly surrounding sports and WMS talk. Kevin doesn't know that much about sports, so
Nada.
his views are going to be a bit more crazy than mine and Glenn's.
First, we're going to talk about the NFL draft and start off with the first pick, which many people expected, Kyler Murray.
And they did get Kyler Murray. I would have gone with Josh Allen over Kyler Murray and just stick with Josh Rosen, but I mean, it is what it is now. Josh Rosen is a Dolphin now. I like Josh Rosen, so yeah.
Kyler Murray's Lamar Jackson and Russell Wilson combined. He has a throwing
Glenn.
He has a throwing game of Russell and the running game of Lamar. I really like Kyler Murray's game. Number one pick, though, I'm not sure. He did fit the Cardinals well.
So Kyle Murray, I like his hair. He's kind of handsome. Yeah, I guess he's pretty cool.
Second overall is the 49ers selected Nick Bosa, brother of Charger defensive end. In my opinion, he was the least risky player in the draft. Whichever team he played on, he would be good. I think I would have rather gone with Josh Allen over Nick Bosa, but Nick Bosa is still a dominant player on the field. He's going to have a good, plentiful career.
Nick Bosa, the most overrated player in the draft. I would have went with Quinnen Williams, Josh Allen. I don't know why he got picked that early. His brother didn't turn out that big, and neither will Nick Bosa.
Because he's the least risky. Josh Allen might not have a good career, but if he does, he's going to be phenomenal.
I don't like Nick Bosa. He looks like the bootleg version of Lou Ferrigno, and he also sort of looks like that guy in every single gym who throws the weights down after he's done. Ugh. You can just put them down, you know.
So you think he's guy that flexes in the glass in front of everybody, takes pictures of himself?
No, he looks like he flexes in class, but secretly has Fs.
What do you mean secretly? It's well known he has Fs. It's not secretly at all.
He thinks it's a secret.
Okay.
Everybody else knows it's not a secret.
Next off, we got my Jets. I drafted Quinnen Williams. He was my favorite player in the draft, and when the Jets got him, I was pretty excited. He's a beast. That's really all I can say about him. There's really nothing else to say about him. He is a dominant player.
Quinnen Williams, the funniest player in the draft and the best. Alabama, gotta be good.
Now, Kevin, we're going to show you a video of him.
Okay, let's watch this video.
To the different character things that I got here, so to the different.
So he just blessed himself after he sneezed. My guy's living in 2048, and we're stuck here in 2019.
Okay, I think he's probably a good football player. He looks pretty big, and he looks nice.
What do you mean big and nice?
He looks nice.
Okay.
I could have a conversation with him.
Next pick is Clelin Ferrell, who not many expected him to go this high. Gruden wasn't really his choice. The GM chose this one, and I'm not a big fan of this pick. He even said he wasn't expected to go this high, and was surprised when he got the call from the Raiders.
I find a dumb pick when Josh Allen was still on the board. Mike Mayock, the new GM, I think for his first overall pick, his first pick in his GM career is a pretty dumb one. But really no one can tell as of now. Maybe 2-3 years down the line, we might all be wrong. We might be all right. Who knows? And I think in 2020 or 2021, they're moving to Las Vegas. So just like Vegas, what you do in Vegas, you take a risk, and they took a risk with him.
Clelin Ferrell looks like Jafar.
Devin White was drafted by the Buccaneers, one of the best picks in the draft. I think he was the third best player in the draft, behind Quinnen Williams and Josh Allen. I like the Buccaneers, but they need something offensively. I don't think the defensive pick was that good. He's not a great fit, but he's a phenomenal player.
Me personally, I think they should went with Dwayne Haskins. I personally don't like Jameis Winston. I feel like he's going to get cut when his contract is up. But Devin White is a beast, phenomenal player. I can see why they drafted him, but if I were them, I would draft a quarterback. Same time, that quarterback from Clemson, he's gonna be in the draft in the next coming years. So I can sort of see where they're coming from.
Devin White looks pretty nice, and I like his name.
The worst pick in the draft, Daniel Jones.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yeah, there's not much to say.
Daniel Jones looks like he's always on the verge of crying. And he looks like a kid in preschool who used to take crayons from me.
I mean, he's not that different than Eli Manning. I guess he can never take a good picture like Eli. Like every picture you see of Eli, his mouth is always open. Like he has wrinkles.
Yeah, but that's like charming.
No, Eli Manning is not charming at all. Eli Manning's like
I don't know who you're talking about anyway.
Okay.
Josh Allen is the second best player in the draft, and his story is amazing. Just phenomenal player, and Jacksonville needed him.
I think was his pick. Saxonville is going to come back. Their defense looks pretty boosted now. Like I said, I also believe he was the second best player in the draft. Good late pickup for him. I mean, for the Jaguars. It's really not that late, but considering how early he was supposed to go, pretty good pick.
Joshua Allen has a nice name. In the picture, at least that I'm looking of him, he's got a nice smile.
Has a baby.
Yeah, he's got that baby who looks sassy. He's got a cool hat.
Okay. And then with the number 9 overall, we got Ed Oliver, a defensive tackle. And he went to the Bills of the New York City of Buffalo.
Ed Oliver was the second best defensive tackle in the draft, and when I used to watch him at Houston, I thought he was the best player in defense in college. I'm not sure if that'll transfer to NFL.
You know, I wouldn't say in college he was the best defense player, but he was up there. I would say as of now, one of the best D tackles on the board. That's really all to say. He's a good player. Will that translate to the NFL level? Who knows? But as of now, it should.
How tall is he?
I don't know.
How tall would you guess? Because he looks pretty huge in this picture, at least. Because I can't see the bottom half of him.
Play the video.
And they're not listing the height. All right, here's the video.
We're gonna have a comparison.
Here's the ad. People got to eat.
Yeah.
So fluffy. You want that?
It's an Amazon commercial with a dog in it. They're trying to manipulate my emotions with a dog.
Amazon Prime.
The dad orders food for the dog on Amazon.
That's a big dog food bag.
The dad really likes the dog at the end.
They're in the bed.
And the
together.
mom sort of looks like Brie Larson. All right, here's the commercial for the actual thing.
Latest pick.
With the 9th pick in the 2019 NFL Draft,
It's very echoey.
the Buffalo Bills select defensive tackle Houston.
That was an easy one for the Buffalo Bills. He had mentioned it. I had.
All right, so yeah, he looks pretty tall. He has,
Like a whole foot over some people.
he has a nice smile.
Okay, and we're gonna skip a couple picks and go to the Redskins' number 15 overall pick, which is Dwayne Haskins. He's a quarterback.
As a Giant fan, this guy should be a Giant, and there's not much else to say. Strong arm, not much mobility.
Especially after losing Alex Smith last season from an injury. Pretty good pickup. Is he going to be the long-term quarterback? I mean, hopefully for Redskins, yes, but do I believe he's going to be long-term? No. Hopefully he doesn't end up like other like scramblers. Like hopefully he doesn't get injured really early on, like Robert Griffin III.
Dwayne Haskins' name sounds like a fast food brand. Like Dwayne Haskins French fried frog legs.
Or like Baskin Robbins.
Sort of.
Yeah.
Dwayne Haskins French fried buffaloes.
We're going to skip to the second round for Greedy Williams.
Best name in the draft.
Yeah, and the second best cornerback in the draft behind DeAndre Baker. Obviously, Odell liked this pick. So, there's not much else to say about the LSU. There's going to be a bomb between Jarvis Landry, Odell, and all of them. He's going to be good. He's going to turn out the way they want him to be.
His name is phenomenal, especially after losing Jabril Peppers, or Peppers, however you say his last name. This is a great pickup for the Browns. I feel like they're Super Bowl contenders now. I know everybody's saying that out of nowhere, but it just feels weird to say it. Like maybe like 2 seasons ago, they're going 0-16. it's really crazy to think that Browns are like going into Super Bowl.
All right, so I don't like Greedy Williams as a name because being greedy is a sin in the Bible. He looks pretty cool. All these pictures show him in a football uniform,
From LSU.
which makes sense because he's a football player.
DK Metcalf was picked 64th and the last pick in the second round by the Seahawks. The best wide receiver in the draft, and you could just tell this guy's strong.
Probably the best part of this was his little moment with Pete Carroll. This is probably one of my top videos of the year so far, including sports. If you just even look at him, I get scared. Like, he could probably beat every single person in this room, like, with one hand tied behind his back. It's not funny.
All right, I think DK Metcalf has the greatest first name of all time because he looks literally like a sculpture. Like, no one was meant to be that perfect. He must be fictional.
It's like physically impossible, but somehow he does it. Like, I'm actually shivering right now.
Like, I'm looking at him and I'm quaking in my boots.
Okay, a little break from DK Metcalf. We're going to go to the 100th pick by the Panthers. Will Greer from West Virginia. From college, Will Greer was the second best quarterback behind Kyler Murray. Third best, but second best in the draft class. Tua Tagovailoa is the second best quarterback, but he single-handedly led West Virginia to almost division title. I wish the Giants would have picked him. He's underrated, and if Cam Newton gets hurt, I would love to see this guy carry the Panthers to the playoffs. No Super Bowl contention of the defense.
I really don't know about this quarterback. You said he's from West Virginia. Great state. But yeah, like Glenn said, if Cam Newton gets injured, which is sort of likely with his style of play, from what I heard and the very small clip I saw of him, he's a great quarterback.
His hair sort of looks like a smaller version of Mr. Catalano's hair pre-shave.
His beard looks
his
like Keemstar.
His eyelashes are pretty though.
Tell me his beard does not look like Keemstar's.
His face is the perfect mixture of Mr. Catalano and Mr. Maneri.
Yo.
Bryce Love, 112th pick out of Stanford. He's going to the Redskins. This guy's trucking ability and yards after contact ability is phenomenal. I think he was one of the better running backs in the draft, and he's a steal out of the Redskins. This guy will turn heads in the NFL.
It's a great backup for Adrian Peterson. He's getting up there in age, so if he decides to retire or gets mentor. If he gets injured, AP, this is a great backup. He went to Stanford, so I can tell that he's a pretty smart player. He hopefully knows not to do some dumb stuff off the field, like drink and drive or whatever it may be.
Bryce Love looks like literally the perfect boyfriend. His last name is literally Love, which can kind of tell you a lot. I like his hair. I like his beard. A perfect 10 out of 10.
That's a great rating, Kevin. Last person we're going to go over is with the 136th pick, a guard from the Bengals, Michael Jordan. Not the legendary one. This guy, he's just a funny guy we wanted to talk about. Kevin might have something funny. Kevin only knows 10 pro athletes, and one of them is Michael Jordan. Now he knows another Michael Jordan.
I mean, with his name, I know Michael Jordan did play football, but I'm expecting him to convert over to basketball, then baseball, and then finish off his career with the Wizards.
And then he can make Space Jam again.
Yeah, Space Jam 4 at that point.
There isn't even 3 Space Jams. There's only one.
Yeah, I know, but like
It's just going to jump all the. It's going to jump all the way to 4.
Yeah.
Very
What I think about this new Michael Jordan, I already know 2 other Michael Jordans, Michael Jordan and Michael B. Jordan, and this guy doesn't even have the decency to put an initial in his name. He looks dazed.
So next we're going to go over grades for different teams, and we're going to do 3 teams. The Giants, my team, the Jets, Michael's team, and the Redskins, who a team I just wanted to go over with. We're going to start with the Giants. The lowest grade possible you could get there is a F-, and I think it's a F+, because there is a little bit of an upside, but the opportunity of this guy is down.
My personal opinion on the Giants' grade is C+. Daniel Jones could be a talent, like a Eli Manning in his prime, if you even consider him having a prime. But as of now, it's a horrible pick, at least in my opinion.
I give the Giants an A+ because George R.R. Martin really likes the Giants, and I really like his writing.
Wait.
We are currently looking up what
Next.
football team George R.R. Martin, author of A Song by Some Fire, is a fan of.
But,
I
next
believe it is
we're
the
gonna-
Giants. Michael believes it is the Jets.
Next, we're going to think about
This is a thrilling situation. I guarantee you that I'm right.
I'm right.
George R.R. Martin is a
Damn, baby.
How do you know he's
Jets
not both?
fan.
What do you mean?
How do you know he's not both?
Maybe he's just a New York fan. All right, now we're going to give
too.
the grade to the Jets.
Yeah, so Giants get an A+ because
I got
George Martin
an
likes
A-
him.
for Quinnen Williams. He is injury prone. I love that pick, though. Michael, Quinnen Williams.
I get my Jets an A. We got I believe in the third round, we got a player named Jachi. He was so George R.R. Martin is a trader. He has both a Jets fan and Giants hat on. There's multiple pictures. I guess he's just a New York sports fan. I'm actually pretty upset now. He betrayed me. I'm never going to read any of his books again because of this.
Well, I'm certainly going to read more of his books, considering that they're amazing.
But he's a Giants and Jets fan. That's how that makes sense.
Finish our podcast off with the Redskins grade.
Wait, I didn't comment on the Jets.
Okay, well then comment on
The Jets get an A+ because my aunt likes them.
Okay, that's an awesome reason. Now the Redskins, I gave them an A-. Again, Dwayne Haskins, injury prone, has no mobility, cannot move for a big guy, but he's such a strong arm. I like that pick. I loved Bryce Love pick. That combo could be a very decent rookie combo, and I'd like to see the Redskins make it out of the NFC East with a win, the title over the Cowboys, Giants, and Eagles.
I'm gonna change my grade to A-, like Glenn. I like Dwayne Haskins. I like how they drafted him so late, and I also like the running back they got. That could be a really good player in the next coming of years. So this is our first podcast. Hope everybody likes it.
I know you'll like it.